Hello and welcome back. Reds here is looking strong at the moment. We've also researched a new tag, and that is now the royal prerogative for our culture. That means I can finally increase the crown authority even more. My vassals won't like this, but they have to contribute more as well, also more taxes. In that regard, this is pretty cool. So that's more money for me. And as we can see, it's taking effect immediately. Of course, I do have a few valleys right now, vassals that don't like me that much. So we also have another faction against us once again, but I do have powerful allies, so for now I should be fine. Now my son, on the other hand, he's also got another son once again. His son, though, is a genius already, so that's pretty fine. The next son is not a genius, unfortunately, but still, it's fine. We do have a very good line of succession intact at the moment. There's no problem here. Innsbruck is our capital. We're still 3 years away from the mine that we can finish here. I might actually go with increased development, right? Building construction time minus 37%. Sounds pretty good. We're also promoting the culture right now, the Swabian culture in Innsbruck. But no, let's have the development because this will speed up. Oh, by 2 years actually. So quite significantly sped up the construction of this mine here. That gives us so much money once that is finished. Very important. Now, we are fascinated by something new, it seems, for our culture communal government that we have right now in progress. Takes 24 years. Countries now reach a maximum development penalty at 35. No, that is not something that is worth it. Let's have a look what else we can go for. The bailiffs gives me another domain limit of +1. Let's go with this. Sounds pretty good to me. Getting another domain limit is important. And we do have some schemes at the moment working. 3, in fact. One sway scheme that we have for one of our most powerful vassals, and 2 murder schemes. One is for a faction leader and one is for someone that is in the line of succession there for Ulm, right? And Count Ademar's wife, Countess Jutta, is a ruinous woman, and as I find myself in her company, I am the first wary. I soon realized that she's not as averted to my company as I first thought. This is the murder scheme for the faction leader. Murder scheme gains a lot of progress. Yeah, she actually doesn't want me for my body. She wants me for the murder scheme progress. So that is a pretty good thing that we have there. Yeah, and it's going along splendidly since we do have so much money. Yeah, let's pay someone 50 coin to join in. That gives me now a certain power for this. And look at that, he's the faction leader. Once he's gone, the faction will disband there as well. We also have... Oh! My son is in prison, but 25 coin is a little coin for getting my son back. Other than that, it's looking fine. My bishop is a bit bored at the moment. We should continue working on claims. And Augsburg is now... We're pretty close to Augsburg. It is the next in line. This guy here, Duke Stephen, is the one, and he's pretty weak. So, wait a second. Duke Stephen... He's vastly inferior, though he's got a lot of soldiers. But getting Augsburg is important, right? Augsburg and then Lienz are my next targets. So let's have my claim. Fabricating the claim for Augsburg. We do have a claim on it for one of our vassals, but I don't want to make my vassals even more powerful. So I'm not going with that for now. Right, Ulrich will need also some education. We should not forget about that. I want to have a family of fortune builders. So Simon, his father, is doing the education for him. So that we really focus now on stewardship then. Right, this one is being, Peter is being already also being educated in stewardship. Because if you have a realm this size and you have some stewards, it boosts your income tremendously. And also the... domain limits that you can have. So steward is really the way to go, especially then in the feudal era. A count to scare a local mystic with dubious morals and a fabricated omen. Before the mystic leaves for Count Ademar's court, there is but one question. Will my false omen be one of fortune or doom? A good omen or a bad omen for the bad count? Bad omen for the bad count. Murder scheme progresses. And yeah, my Chancellor's doing a good job there as well with fellow vassals. Oh, by the way, since my vassals don't like me that much, let's have rather the domestic affairs being focused on right now, right? This will increase the direct vassal opinion for my vassals there. My wife, Duchess Margaret, is once again absent from our chambers. Oh, she has been distant. Alright. Am I not a satisfaction? 88% chance that we will... No, for sure. Let's do this. Let's just see what comes out of this. Nothing so far. And the murder scheme? Yeah, still 95%. For days I've been obsessing over the Hohenstaufen lineage, and now I'm certain there is no way Count Georg can conclusively prove the fatherhood of his daughter. What? What am I to do with that? Where there is a lack of evidence, do we get anything out of this one here? Or Dynasty Satsone gains renown. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just go with this. Sorry, but I have no business there. We are also, by the way, now illustrious as level of fame. And there we have it. 95% chance that he gets killed by a deadly spider. And he's dead. Very good. And thus the faction is gone. So we only have now this other faction here for the Duchy of Alsace, which is a rather weaker one. And there is the next one right away. Murder en route. For the little Burster, who is next in line for Ulm. And of course, let's pay 30 coin to map the surroundings. Alright, it seems like we do get another faction here now, though. Let's see if we can do something about that for now. That's 10... Oh, no, I'm not paying that. Let's rather, well, imprison them again. And we also get another perk. And thriving in chaos, we get martial intrigue prowess per stress level. We don't really have much stress, a bit of it. Right, so this gives us at least a bit of prowess there as well. Alright, barely used trail, so we got a 77% chance, but it's not really necessary anymore because she's not next in line anymore, right? There is another one now, so I'm going to cancel this whole murder scheme. I don't have to murder another child because of that. Let's rather get rid of that and have some schemes for swaying our vassals, especially for the factions, right? Because we do have some factions here. This is someone with 400 soldiers. Let's sway him. Oh no, we can only have one swaying scheme. Alright, then that's it. This guy here is the faction's power, though he's not that discontent with us, you know, so he's not going to send to do anything here. If we keep him happy, he might just never go at war with us. I think he is actually, yeah, he's my chancellor as well, so he's got a pretty powerful position there. We could also modify the feudal contract with him so that he doesn't have to, for example, pay us that much money. This makes him even happier. For a little loss on our side. And we are once again first in line for Asturias. She's still not dying, but her heir died, the daughter, Infanta Ines. She died, she's still alive at 68, and we are once again first in line. And alright, my chancellor is doing a good job here, swaying my vassals for me once again. Which is of course something that we want. While I enjoy how willingly Baldur does my bidding, that's my nephew, his kinsman Jacob remains outside my reach. Yeah, Jacob is one of the rebels. Perhaps we can do something here. A weak hook on Jacob or emphasizing schemes, which gives me another scheme power. Let's go with that. And by the way, Ulm, no, I don't care about Ulm anymore because we have the maximum holding anyway. This one here increases by 0.4 per month at the moment, thanks to his huge skills there as well. So this is really powerful. And my wife got another 2 stewardship, very good. Let's actually disrupt schemes for now with my spy master, which is I think the better option that we have there. Development and control is continuing. My Samuel comes of age and he's a soldier, which is fine. And I think we should find wives for my nephews. No, my grandsons, sorry. My grandsons. I think we should find some wives for that. Either we find him another genius wife, so then he's genius, the wife is genius. This is a certainty that there comes a genius of it. Might be something, but there's not a good genius at the moment alive. or close to his age there, so that's not something I want to go with. But we have now the claim on Augsburg. And where's the mine? Has the mine been the mine has been finished. Task is finished. We have the mine now available. So that is now we are at plus 10 on the money side. This is a huge bonus to our money. It's incredible. And with that, we have now the financial power to really build up Innsbruck as one of our major cities then that we keep, you know. And there we've inherited Asturias. And we become Asturias because of that. We are now the king of Asturias. What is going on? We are now a mighty king. Can't be true. We're the king of Asturias. I mean, do we keep that title now? I think we keep that title now from now on. I mean, I think it could also be a very bad thing, because there are lots of other people who fight us now then soon, I guess. But we are a king for the first time. King Nikolaus. That means, and that is really cool in this regard, we no longer lose any of our counties or duchies from now on. Because so far, if we had 1 or 3 duchy titles, 1 belongs to us then, and 2 go to our other heirs, you know, the brothers. Now we are king, so all the duchies stay below us. We no longer lose anything. This is really good. We are a king now, and of course, we're still... No! With that we are independent, to be honest. We could swear fealty to her, can we? Okay, I'm totally confused now. We are independent because we are a king now, which is a good thing. Okay, we got powerful allies as well, but we're no longer in Bavaria, which isn't a bad thing. We can still become king of Bavaria if we want to, or emperor of that whole thing here. But since we have the kingdom, we are no longer a vassal of someone, of another king, that is. Of an emperor, we could still be a vassal, yes. So we could still be swearing fealty now to Emperor Alphonse. This is a bad thing though, right now, because we can no longer conquer counties here, because we would have to fight Bavaria then itself all the time. Not good, to be honest. She's inferior, which is good, but still, I would have to call in a lot of allies. I don't like this. Becoming king was good on one side, bad on the other. We could become part of Francia, to be honest. This is still an option. With this we would have a pretty powerful, well, emperor on our side. And he's got no alliances, by the way, which is very strange. On the other hand, the expansion to the east finally stopped with that. There's no way for us to get now any of that. If I declare war for him. In theory, yes, in theory. But she's got allies there. Not very powerful ones, and no money. Oh, she's not that strong after all. Still, the wars would be big. Alright. Huh. Kingdom of Asturias. Should we change the name for that? Because we were actually... no idea. I will change the name. Asturias, I don't like that name. So we might become King of Tyrol. Because Innsbruck is our capital in this regard. Now, one interesting thing is that if we swear fealty to the Emperor of Francia, we would be having the opportunity of getting Zurich back, right? We lost Zurich quite some time ago, and in that case, it's a powerful city. It's a powerful county itself as well, and it makes the duchy here whole again. It's a difficult decision. No one of these will declare war on me for the moment because we're way too powerful of that. Emperor Alphonse of Francia, as we can see, even his army is inferior because it doesn't have the allies necessary, right? The thing is though, if he has allies then all of a sudden, then it might be a very dangerous thing again. So going under his vassalization now might be a good step actually, because we then have the opportunity of getting counties in here in Francia. We cannot do the same for Bavaria at the moment because it's not an empire. Difficult decision. Do we want to stay independent, or do we want to be part of Francia and then have the opportunity of getting all these territories here if we want to? Might be an option. Plus we lost some alliances here right now. We still have Steiermark, which is very important. We still have Ancona. Oh, but we've lost Venice. Oh, but we have also Orleans, which is really powerful. And we lost the Spymaster. Not a big deal. We could use this opportunity of taking one of our vassals that don't like us that much as a Spymaster and He is a vassal. He's 26 for intrigue, so let's take him. We got a steward with plus 30 in stewardship at the moment. So he's really doing a good job there for Innsbruck. And let's also convert the culture of Innsbruck, or promote the culture of Innsbruck once he's finished with the development to Cisalpine then. No, Swabian. Right, that might be a good thing. Let's just have a look. We do have some money at hand. I would like to build something in Innsbruck. It's not that expensive. Something with more money. Quarries that we have, or pastoral lands. Let's go with quarries, since this is a mountain region. This gives us even more boost than in this regard. Righto. And duchy building, we should also be thinking about this. This is a very special building. You can only build this in powerful duchies. And gives me an extra bonus on top of it. For example, the tax office is here, as we can see. So the tax increase for all the counties in the duchy is increased then. Interesting options that we have there available at the moment. Let's continue with the torture trade, even though I don't have any particular reason to. And we could claim something. Oh, and my spouse is also an architect now, boosting our income even more. Righto. We are 52, still doing fine, so there's nothing wrong with us at the moment. I would really like to go with my son though soon. My son is doing fine. His son is still doing fine. I've discovered that Countess Purnell's inherited contract obliges her to more than you have collected. Time to right this wrong. And the fuel taxes for her are increased once again. We have a powerful military faction here, but their discontent is not very high. So they're not going to send any ultimatum to us at the moment. As long as he stays happy, it's fine. Secret exposed. Bertha, she's my courtier. No one cares about her. At least I don't. Too many duchies are held by me now. We have the Duchy of Alsace, as well, Goretzia, and of Swabia. Right, so we have 3 duchy titles. We should not have that many. Alsace, we might just give away to someone, or we destroy this title. This costs me 400 prestige, but with that, you know, first of all, we would be below the duchy limit again. I think this is a good idea. Before we have a powerful duke, or we grant it to someone. Grant the whole duchy to someone. Difficult one. Let's just have a look. My vassal knight, he is in Eschenlohe, Montreuil, Strasbourg, so he might actually be the rightful one for the whole thing. If I give it to him, he gains 60 opinion of us, he remains my vassal, and 2 vassals will be transferred with the title. I think this is still a good option though. We have a powerful duke then in our kingdom, but, and that's a huge but, no faction then against us. Let's give him the title of that, so he's now the Duke of Alsace. It is well known the fact that courtiers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. My wife again. As long as I place spies among them, I will be safe. Yeah, scheme resistance. Is my wife planning to kill me? No, I don't think so. Why should she? Even then, I actually might like this, because then my son would be the next one. Alright, so let's have a look at the faction. No faction anymore. He's so happy with us right now, so there's no problem here at the moment with our kingdom. Alright, the next building has been finished, the quarry. In that case, that's 0.2 taxes more coming towards me. Now let's have a look at the duchy buildings themselves. We do have, either we go with the military stuff here. Oh, comfort of a friend, we lose a bit of stress. Or money, and of course money sounds better to me. Archery grounds gives me, oh, that's a bonus for my soldiers, or the tax offices. So holding taxes is increased by plus 10%. And collecting money from the peasantry is a taxing venture. By assigning offices to a cohort of tax collecting officials, we are sure to get what's due. Duchy of Tyrol is not held. Oh, we don't have the Duchy of Tyrol yet. Then let's do this. This is not a big deal. Oh, and we are invited by a feast again. Once again, let's do Duchy of Tyrol. Usurp the title. 250 coin. We get a lot of prestige by that, and the title of Tyrol that we have now ourselves. So that means we also have now a de jure claim on Lienz, which we could now go with. And this should now be, we should be able to build it, but of course we don't have the money yet. Yeah. It is such a joy. Reinvigorated friendship with my bishop. That's at the feast at the moment that we have. I think we also have not too many duchy tiles again, right? Yes, held by too many. So the Duchy of Swabia might be something that I give away. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my friend Prince Bishop Berenga goes on and on about sugary treats. No, please do go on. Interesting conversation here. Yeah, we will probably give this duchy here away to someone else now. That is the Duchy of Swabia. We can grant it to someone. And that is someone that is already in this area. Ravensburg, this guy here. He looks pretty happy too. Giving him the Duchy of Swabia, he remains my vassal. And of course this is pretty popular for us. And what a feast. Stress reduced even more. We lost the marshal there. I think that was... He's the duke now. Yep. And he's a really happy duke at that. And we are going to assign this guy here. He's still increasing control. I think by now we have pretty good control ratings. Once again. And I like how, you know, stable everything is for the moment. So there's no real problems. We can really develop the country for us right now. Or the kingdom as it is. This is all fine. And we will continue now building a few things. And then probably become part of Francia once again, because it just makes sense in my opinion. Stay tuned.